This morning, we are revealing how the social media giant Instagram is changing the way it attempts to protect teenagers on the app. Back in 2019, researchers say at least 20% of children reported being contacted by an online predator, and an estimated 500,000 predators are online every single day. We spoke with parents about how they fear for their children's safety on the internet.
Absolutely, there's fears of predators. I mean, having that conversation constantly that we don't give out personal information, we don't give out our location.
They do get direct messages sometimes, but if they keep their profile private, it's generally not as risky as some of the other ones. But we do still keep tabs on it because, there are, all of my daughters get, unsolicited inquiries on Instagram to follow them. And then they're sort of left on their own to make this decision. Should I let this person follow me that they may not know? And it's, you can't be in there every day looking at who's following them.
Instagram and all the other social media places, they need to do a little bit more. I know technology is going fast and everything is evolving, but they have the tools to do that. And maybe they need to invest a little more money and a little more education online or whatever they can do to help us as parents.
Well, Instagram is announcing now it will use artificial intelligence to restrict adults from messaging teenagers if they don't already follow each other. It will also use prompts to encourage teens to be cautious and make it harder for adults to find and follow teens. Instagram will also update its guide for parents. And we've got Instagram's head of global public policy programs, Carolyn Merrill, joining us now first on CBS This Morning to talk about all this. Carolyn, clearly this is a very big deal. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. I am curious, from where you're sitting, how big of a problem was online predators contacting teens, and why did you decide to announce these changes now?
Thank you so much for having me. Keeping young people safe on Instagram is hugely important to us, and it's something that we've taken seriously since the very beginning of Instagram. Just last year alone, we announced new tools like nudges, restrict, comment filtering, all under the umbrella of protecting teens. So this is just the latest in one of our suite of tools to protect teens. Why we wanted to do it now, again, this is something that we take seriously, but we wanted to really get ahead of upstream and protect teens from unwanted interactions between adults and teens.
Do those numbers that we cited earlier that really jump out to me, 500,000 predators online every day, does that match up with what you guys monitor internally?
So on a whole, we see that people come to Instagram to connect with their family and friends and to find communities, and those interactions are genuinely extremely positive and safe. Even in one of our latest reports, we saw that in over 10,000 pieces of content, 5 were potentially risky for teens, but 5 is too much. And that's why we're investing in even more technology to protect teens.
So you're supposed to be 13 years old or older to be able to create an Instagram account. But as I discovered recently, when my 11-year-old decided to follow me, and then I checked his followers, and it was all the other 11-year-olds that he knows, clearly there's not age verification. People can enter whatever they want. If I'm understanding this new program correctly, you're now going to have, in essence, age verification through artificial intelligence. Is that right?
So you have to be 13 to use Instagram, and we ask for age when you first sign on. We also rely on reporting tools. So if you see someone that's not 13, you can report and we'll take that account down. And we're using machine learning to look at behavioral signals of how old someone is to make sure that we're also getting ahead of that, to make sure that 13 and over is what's allowed.
Hey, Carolyn, a lot is focused on the age 13, but when do you think a child is Instagram ready outside of their age?
13 is a good place to start, but we also understand that this is really personal and every teen is different. And so in our updated parents guide, you can go and find different tools and conversation starters for parents to have with their teens to see when is that teen ready? And then even when they're on the platform, what is that experience going to be like? And how can you set your teen up to have the most intentional, safe, positive experience while you're there?
Well, we all have an interest in intentional, safe, positive experiences online. So we all have an interest in this effort succeeding. It's a big new day at Instagram. Carolyn Merrill, thank you very much for sharing it with us.
Thanks for having me.